Hey y'all, MyriaCom here again. Thanks for being here to listen to me ramble about stuff. I'm gonna try and get to a little bit more light-hearted of a topic today. Less crazy emotional. I think it's a more light-hearted topic. Maybe y'all will disagree with me by the time we get there, we'll see. But it feels more light-hearted to me than the stuff I've been kind of talking about lately. I don't remember how we got on this topic today, but near the end of the day, stopped by one of the other offices on my floor. I was just talking to one of the administrative assistants in there and just, shooting the shit a little bit at the end of the day. And she was talking about how she recently. Oh, that's how we got on the topic. She last week bought a red Mustang, and it's something that's been on her bucket list, I guess. It's something she's wanted to do for a long time, and she's just been going through a lot right now. Her dad recently died. Her mom is not doing the best, although apparently her mom is doing a little bit better. Her mom has, early stages of dementia, so she was dealing with her dad dying, being in the process of dying for a while, and then, also her mom not doing the best mentally and all of that fun stuff. And her parents live on a farm a few hours away from where we live, so it's just kind of been a thing. And so her dad died recently, and she got herself a treat, which I don't blame her for at all. But she was saying today that she has a little bit of buyer's remorse about it because while she was able to pay cash for it, so she doesn't have a car payment or anything. It's an older Mustang, it was used, all of that stuff. So she doesn't have a car payment or anything, but her car insurance is gonna go up because it's a red Mustang. And she's like, I'm gonna probably end up getting a ticket more than once just because of the kind of car I drive. And I'm like, well, no, it'll actually be because of your driving. It's just more noticeable when you're in a sports car, especially a red sports car. But anyway, and so she was like, but it's something I could cross off my vision board, my dream board. And I was just like, I do not have one of those. And she was like, oh, you should get one. It'll help. It'll make you feel better. It'll give you something to shoot for. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't have any dreams. I haven't had any dreams for quite a long time. I can't remember the last time I had a dream. When I was a child, I think I probably had dreams. I just don't remember any of them. And she was just like, you should make one. And I'm just like, okay, but what do I put on it? Because here's my problem. I am far too practical of a person to be able to think up a dream. And I'm not saying this is good, bad, whatever. I'm just saying this is how I am. I am a very, very practical person, and it is very hard for me to be like, oh, yes, this is something I want to achieve at some point in time, if it doesn't seem like it is actually achievable. And isn't that what a dream is? A dream is something you hope to maybe do someday, but, maybe not really. Maybe it's never gonna happen. It's just a dream, something to work towards, whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how a dream board works, or a vision board, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe I'm just misunderstanding how that works, but, I can't think of a single thing to put on something like that. And maybe that's. I don't know. I mean, I do suffer from depression, so maybe that's a depression thing. I don't know. It's just hard for me to, see anything to work towards right now. Other than, abstract things like, I would like to have a little bit more money so that I don't feel like I'm struggling so hard. I'd like to make a little bit more so I can put a little bit more into savings. What am I saving for? I don't fucking know. I'm saving for, house stuff because I have to do things with my house. But those are not dreams. I don't dream of fixing getting new shingles for my house. I don't dream of that. It is something I need to do. It is something I need to save for, but it's not a dream I have. So I'm not going to put that on a dream board. What do you put on a dream board? Maybe I'm just too practical. Maybe that is just the whole problem, and that the idea of dreams just doesn't square with my personality anymore. I don't know. I mean, I can think of things I would like to do in my life at some point, but none of them seem practical. None of them seem like anything I will ever be able to actually accomplish or achieve. And I would think the point of a dream board or a vision board or whatever is that these are things you actually could achieve potentially at some point in life. I would like to publish some fiction at some point. Problem is, I'd have to write again, and I haven't been writing for quite a while. I would have to have the time and mental energy to do that, and I don't have the time and mental energy. I guess technically I have the time. I don't have the mental energy to do that anymore. And I know that, and I know that it's not likely that I ever will again, because I am a single homeowner in this economy somehow. And I'm not independently wealthy. Like, if I was independently wealthy, whatever, I could achieve anything. I'd have lots of dreams because they would be practical. Since I don't have any money, that makes it hard to have dreams. And it's not... I want to throw out there that I talk about not having money and not being able to do things a lot, and that's just, again, because I am a practical person. I'm not, like, focused on money. I don't want to be a billionaire. First of all, I think anyone who does become a billionaire is a terrible person. I don't think you can become a billionaire without being, like, so self-centered that you just don't care about other people. I don't think you can be a billionaire and be an ethical person or a moral person. I don't think that is possible, personally. Yeah, anyway. So it's not like I want $1 billion or anything like that. I would just like to have enough money where I could, like, take care of my house stuff, for example. Get the things I need to get done with my house. And then have, like, a little bit to put away every month, and also be paying off my mortgage, and also be paying off my student loans, and, you know, those kinds of things. I would just like to be able to afford those things without feeling like I am scrimping and saving, like, constantly. Without feeling like I am struggling every month. And that's how I feel right now. I just feel like it is a struggle. And I can't do anything. Like, I feel like I can't do anything fun because I do not have the money for it. I spent some extra money this month on, I took my sister out to lunch for her birthday. It was like a month late, but she had stuff going on all month last month. But, like, could I afford that? Yes, technically, kind of, but also I shouldn't have. But I can afford it, I just couldn't put as much into savings then this month because of that. And I need to be putting stuff into savings so that I can afford to get my house reshingled soon. So that I really want to paint the interior of my house this year. This summer, hopefully. And all of that costs money, and I need money for that, and hopefully, my electricity bill's gonna go down a little bit over the next few months. Because that should happen now that winter is over. And it is slowly coming down, but I don't know how much because everything is going up in price. So my electricity bill is probably going to stay higher than I would like it to because of that. So, anyway, getting back to the topic at hand. I just don't have any dreams. And I don't know how to have dreams anymore, I guess, because I don't... Dreams seem too impractical. Like, I don't know. The last dream I remember having was my grandparents at one point went to the House on the Rock in Wisconsin. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's pretty cool. But also now, as someone who, like, really dislikes capitalism, the me now is like, oh, it's so dumb. I mean, it's still very cool in terms of, look at all of the cool stuff that's here. It's basically a museum now. But what frustrates me about it is, like, oh, someone had enough money to do this, and it's a wildly impractical thing for anyone to have ever done, but here we are. But anyway, the House on the Rock, my grandparents went, like, before I was born, and they had one of the, like, books you can buy there, at their house. And my siblings and I used to spend a lot of time at their house when we were growing up. And I remember looking at it quite a bit. And that was, like, the one thing on my bucket list was I want to go there sometime. And guess what? I've been there now. So, ta-da. I've done the one thing I wanted to do in life. That was actually practical. Because I don't live that far away from Wisconsin. I mean, it's a drive, but it's a doable drive. So, I mean, that was, like, the last dream I remember having, and, like, the only thing that has ever really realistically been on my bucket list, because, again, I'm not gonna put anything on my bucket list, or dream board, or vision board, or whatever word you want to use for it, unless it's something I actually feel like I can achieve at some point. I'm at, like, for a bucket list, for example, I don't want to die and my last thought be, oh, I didn't do all of the things on my bucket list. I don't want that to be a thing. So, I don't want to, like, set myself up for failure. I may have also mentioned in previous recordings that failure is one of my biggest fears in life. So, I don't want to have things on my dream board, bucket list, whatever, that I can't actually do. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. I mean, I do think I'm weird. I'm a pretty weird person. But yeah, it was just a thing that came up today where I was like, oh, I don't have one of those. And then, I don't know, when I asked, well, what would I put on a dream board, she was like, I can't tell you what to put on it. And I'm just like, I don't have any dreams. I don't know. What would I put on it? Like, her dream board had, like, a car and a child and a beach. So I assume she wants to go. I don't know if she wants to live on the beach or go to the beach. I don't know. But yeah, like, those are the kinds of things that are on her dream board, and I'm just like, never gonna get a new car because I'll never be able to afford that. I will never be able to get, like, the perfect house. I don't think there is a perfect house, really. Because I can't afford that. I'll never be able, like, I can't travel. I can't afford that. I don't even have a passport. I can't leave the country, really, so, like, I can't travel. And I can't afford a passport. That's another thing. Like, I've been thinking about it over the past several years. Like, I should probably get a passport, but I can't afford it. I just don't have that in my budget if I want to be able to save for things like reshingling my house or whatever. That's just the thing I keep using because that is the, like, first big thing I really need to do with my house. I've done some, like, tiny things on the inside. I got a storm door put on my front door, but other than that, like, that is the first big thing I need to do with my house, and I need to do it soon, within the next couple of years. Would be great if I could do it this year. I don't know how realistic that is. But yeah, like, I just can't. My problem is I can't put something on a, like, wish list of something I want to do in the future unless it is actually practical. Unless it is something that I actually feel like I can realistically achieve. And most of the things I would think about putting on a dream board or bucket list or whatever don't feel practical. So why would I set myself up for failure like that? Am I weird? Am I thinking about this in the wrong way? Like, I don't believe that if I just put it on a dream board, it's just gonna magically happen someday. I'm not gonna I don't believe in manifesting things. I don't believe in any of that kind of stuff. If any of that were real, I wouldn't have been stuck at my last job for almost 9 years. Because I didn't want to be there. The money was pretty good. That was about it. Like, it was not something I wanted to be doing for the rest of my life. If manifesting worked, I wouldn't still be in my current job because I didn't want to be there for this long. So, if manifesting was real, Hell, if manifesting were real, I would probably still have a relationship with my parents. Because you know what? I wanted to. I was trying to fix the relationship. If manifesting were a real thing, wouldn't I have fixed it? Because I wanted to, and I was trying to, and I was trying to make that happen. I don't know. I just don't understand, like, what the point of a dream board or a bucket list or whatever is, because we live in such a messed up world now where none of it just ever, it doesn't seem like any of that is ever going to be possible. Achieving a dream is not going to be possible unless I somehow come into a bunch of money, because, sorry, even if I don't want millions and millions of dollars, I need more money than what I currently have to do anything, really. Anyway, this has gone off the rails. And I apologize for that. Um, so I'm gonna leave it with this. Do any of y'all out there have a vision board or a bucket list or a dream board or whatever you want to call it? Do you have anything like that? And can you help me figure out what I should put on mine? Is it supposed to be something unrealistic that you are just striving for maybe someday in the future? Or is it supposed to be a realistic dream? And if it's supposed to be a realistic dream, I don't have any. If it's supposed to be something unrealistic, I suppose I could do that, but again, then I would feel like I'm setting myself up for failure because I will never achieve those things. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it all wrong. Let me know in the comments. Yeah. This has been my Riacom, not having any clue what a dream board is supposed to be like, and asking for your help on that. And I will try and chat at you again soon. Bye.